This is Eric Williams, and I believe in sparing the rod. Growing up with a father who is a very hard man has caused me to know how to live right. Spare the rod or spoil the child was something my father always said. I never understood what the meaning was in my younger days, but as I grew older, his words never left my memory. In high school, I would watch the dramatic poor decisions people would make. Young men and women in gangs caused unnecessary violence, skipped classes, and got involved with drugs. I would look back and wonder why these things happened. Then I would think to myself what my father always tell me: spare the rod or spoil the child. The rod was not in families to discipline those young adults. And also an important key was that fathers were missing in their lives also. I never had this drama or trouble in my life because my dad was always behind me. My father used to always explain how his father treated him as a kid. I could not imagine how he felt growing up because the stories he told me were pretty hard. My grandfather was a World War II veteran. He was one of the first black frogmen in the Navy, which is now called the Navy SEALs. He experienced Pearl Harbor. It caused him to be a very hard man who saw life differently. He treated my dad's five brothers equally. My dad was the youngest out of them and was always picked on. They would pull scary pranks on him just for fun. One night, his brothers turned off the lights while he was taking a bath and yelled, "There is someone trying to kill us." Sitting there while he was scared and not knowing what to do, one of his brothers yelled, "Oh my God, he got Ricky, he got Ricky." It scared my dad half to death until he ran outside naked in the house in front of his brothers. They started laughing as hard as if they were watching one of Adam Sandler's movies. At that moment, their father came home from work. He wondered why the lights were off, and one of his sons was naked. My dad explained to him, crying about what happened. The next second, his father slapped everyone for scaring him. Then he slapped my dad for being scared. Just by listening to what my dad told me about his past causes me to realize why my dad is successful. I believe if discipline would be placed in families today, the thoughts of violence and young men making bad decisions would decrease. I know if my father would have never been hard on me, I would not be in college right now. I would probably be in jail or doing something I should not be doing. The decisions I am making now will cause me to have a better future. I believe I understand that famous saying my dad will always say: spare the rod or spoil the child. This is Eric Williams, and this is I Believe.